Hello viewers, you are welcome to Kel's Multi. And today we are here to talk about love isn't about seeking perfection but embracing imperfection with complete acceptance. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with images of perfections, flawless faces, ideal bodies, and a picture perfect lives, it's easy to fall in a trap of believing that love should be perfect. We imagine that our partner should tick all the boxes, meet all our expectations, and never disappoint us. But real love, the kind that lasts, it's far deeper and more profound than any ideal we can conjure up. True love isn't about finding someone who is without flaws. It's about seeing someone's flaws, their vulnerabilities, their scars, and loving them not in spite of these things. It's about understanding that those imperfections are what makes them human, relatable, and real. Think about the person you love. Maybe they have a habit you don't really like. Example, they always run late to dates. These things might drive you crazy sometimes, but they are also charming. They remind you that the person you love is real, not some version of perfection. They have their own ways of doing things, their own rhythm to life, and these things are the things that makes them unique. Consider the times where they have been their most vulnerable. Perhaps after a long day when they are tired and worn out, or when they have made a mistake and fell down. In these moments, you have a choice to criticize, to judge, or to accept. When you choose acceptance, you choose love. Choose to wrap them in your arms and let them know that it's okay to be imperfect, that they don't have to be anything more than who they are. Real love is about recognizing our own imperfection and being willing to show them. It's about being vulnerable enough to say, "This is who I am, with all my flaws and insecurities," and trusting that the other person will accept you just as you are. It's about being comfortable enough to let your guard down, to be truly seen, and to know that even in your most unguarded moments, you are still loved. For instance, maybe you are someone who gets anxious in social situations, or perhaps you have been hurt before and you have hard time trusting. In a relationship, you don't have to hide these things. You can bring them to the table and say, "This is part of who I am." And I know that the other person will respond with understanding, compassion, and love. Love is not about perfection, it's about perseverance. It's about sticking together through the tough times when things aren't picture perfect, and knowing that you are stronger together. It's about finding beauty in the messiness of life. It's in everyday moments that aren't Instagram worthy but all full of genuine connection and understanding. Imagine the comfort in knowing that you don't have to be perfect to be loved, that you can have bad days, make mistakes, and still be worthy of love, that your partner sees the real you, the person behind the marks of perfection, and loves you even more for it. This kind of love is rare, but it's worth everything. It's the kind of love that deepens over time, that withstands the challenges and changes of life. It's the kind of love that sees past the superficial and the connection on a soul level. So when you think about love, don't look for someone perfect. Instead, look for someone whose imperfection you can accept perfectly. Someone who accepts yours. That's where true love is found. Not in the acceptance of flaws, but in the embrace of them. Because when you love someone for who they are, or who they truly are, flaws and all, you are not just loving them, you are loving the very essence of what it means to be human, and the kind of love that is most perfect love of all. Thank you, and follow for more.